make me smile. I just wanna be me for a while.
Well, here's hoping you can hear me. Welcome. Sorry about yesterday, guys. The net was down all day, and it's been a busy week. I had Cindy pop by for issues here a couple of days, and talking with people and stuff around here. So it's been rather interesting in terms of the socializing aspect. But here, I'll tell you what, I got shocked on the board as well tonight. So anything happens as far as net here, as of course it's always funky. Chalk's got the table, and just carry on, do whatever you want. You know how the game works here. If you want to jump in the call, all you have to do is on an iPad, either on your phone or on Skype, and figure it out if you don't know how to do it. I've already told you all how to do it before. I figured it out by myself, So anyway, where are we going here? Sorry, they're taking care of some spiders outside. Jeez, you see the spiders around this place? It's freaking big. I guess you could probably throw them sausages and they'd be fine with it. But anyway, tonight I'm going to do an ode to family. And, I mean, there's so much more that I wanted to write in this. I when I'm writing, sometimes it just it comes. And then other times, like this particular essay, ideas would come in and then I have to walk away from it for a bit. And just forget about it, and then there's what I need, and have to wait for it to come in, kind of thing. So anyway, I'll do my best to get through it tonight with you guys, and I always like to read the essay, so you actually hear it from the voice or vocal point of view of me, author, if you want to. Again, stay literal as literal needs to be in terms of seeing the concept of what I'm trying to show you to observe. So the author of the essay that you're about to hear, reading their words in their voice from their perspective, their understanding, and there's a lot more gets carried through in the tonal qualities when I'm listening to people than anything they could ever say. Okay, so that's why I like to do this. So we can have a little read along. Hey, a little Katie read along. You can open the essay up, and of course I always like to interject little notes, vocal notes, in just to make sure the essay is I'm as clear as I like to be, because they don't always work out exactly to the concept when I'm reading them, because I have a tendency of getting too simple on them, and then I have to expand them. So again, I'm gauging myself and what I need to do to be a better writer for me and for you. That's kind of how it works. Anyway, an ode to family, and I had someone in the discussion group try to talk to me about correcting spelling, asking if English, it was, it seemed reasonable and honest enough, but fuck's sakes, man, get to know me first. Jesus, did you miss that, Phoenix, or what? Flew right over your fucking head. But anyway, you'll catch on. The other side of it too is I want to see how short your fuses are, right? So if I can touch you, touch your fuse, you go over quick. I'll know very quickly where you are, what program's got you by the short and fucking curlies, okay? And you have to start listening to me just like a source walkie-talkie. Okay? Leave me, the person that you think of as me, the emotional being, the, hey, how's it going, guys? Leave me the fuck out of it. Okay? Because I share the truth, I have to accept it too. Okay? So this is the whole adage of shooting the messenger, just because. We have a little spin fun on Skype here. It looks like it. Let's see how this works. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, Shocked?
Yes, I can. Okay, that must have dropped. Yeah, I'm trying to get onto the board right now. Kind of forgot the password for this Blog Talk Radio show. But yeah, if you guys haven't read the Ode to An Ode to Family. You can find that all over the kateofgaia discussion group. She loaded it on her Facebook page. I'm sure it's on kateofgaia.wordpress.com by now. So yes, definitely an awesome essay. Only I could remember the password to get on the Blog Talk. And when it comes to seeing how far along people are, especially these days, the things that you're posting in the discussion groups and stuff like that, awesome questions. You're bound to get an answer whether or not someone actually responds to you, because if you ask a question that we've answered a million times and no one responds, I'm going to scroll down and read through past things. We've answered everything. There's no reason to not be able to, there's no reason to not go through the information that we've already provided. LoseTheName.com. You're going to find some of Kate's episodes from the Legal Name Fraud Radio. Go back, the Lightworkers Media on YouTube. There's episodes 3 hours long, hundreds and hundreds of episodes. And we've gone through a lot of things, so right now we're kind of culminating to see where everyone's at, and the progression forward is on a daily basis. We're pulling so many people, more so now for some reason. I don't know, I guess the truth is hitting its critical mass point. So, that's what that's where we're at right now. A lot of people are talking about the legal name fraud. I had some friends out in, I think it was Australia. No, it was New Zealand. I had a friend out in New Zealand who she picked up her daughter from school, and there were kids talking about, kateofgaia and the legal name fraud and stuff like that. And that's when I heard that, it was beautiful. The kids talking about it, that's so much better. And it is really very simple to see if you take a moment to drop the programs that you've gathered over the years, things that people tell you that are important that actually aren't important. They're just shiny objects in your face, distracting you. So when you can get past all that stuff and start seeing the world for what it truly is, and that's where you find purpose. It's not some guy telling you from reading the Bible or the Quran or the Torah, giving you purpose that way. You get to find your own purpose. So hopefully Kate's going to be able to come back on soon. And Ninja, if you could go ahead and send me the password for the blog talk, that'd be awesome. I already have the email. And the password that she sent me was from months ago, so hopefully we can get it. Might even type to you real quick. Okay. Okay, cool. So, I know she's trying to get through this essay. It is, I loaded it up on the Microsoft Word starter, so it is 4,911 words, so guys, take a little bit of time. If she can get on and actually read all the way through it, that would be awesome. Have an entire show for it, or go to those things that I said before, and read it yourself. Give yourself half an hour to read it. definitely an awesome essay. It points out, well, if you guys have ever seen that movie, They Live, when they're in the alleyway fighting and he's trying to get him to put on the glasses, that's pretty much what it is. Pulling, just being around here with this information and living by it, people start to see the change in you, and if they're not ready for it, they get fearful, which is a program. Fear is always that false evidence appearing real. They get terrified because, you're sitting there basically shining light on the whole BS program here. And, it can be scary if you're not even asking the questions to get to that point. So, this is a wonderful essay. If you want to watch They Live, go crazy. I know it's on Foot Locker. And pretty much everywhere. So, I hope Kate's be able to get on soon. I am trying to find this password. I wish I could just play a song. That'd be awesome. Where is it? Okay. I'm not finding it. I know her. She actually talked to me for a minute right before the show popped on, and she said her internet's been very choppy again. So, how it's been since she's relocated. So, just another thing. Okay, this seems pretty. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Oh, wait, maybe I can try that. No, that wasn't it either. Okay, so I'll wait for her to get back on and she can just send that to me. But anyway, from the experiences I've had with friends and family, I've shared this before, but for newer people, I've had friends, supposedly I'm 25. I've had friends that I've known for 18 years, and I started talking about this stuff and how quickly they were willing to turn their backs. But that's, and that's the thing is on the path, talking about truth and standing in truth, you're not, everyone that you interact with is either going to walk with you or they're not. So you got to be able to see what's happening, whoever you're hanging out with. I don't care if it's someone who shares a little bit more DNA with you than everyone else or someone that you've known for a long time and you trusted. If they're not ready, then oh well. It's not on you to pull people and drag people up that hill with you, Let's see here. Okay, it looks like Kate's going to have to reboot. Let me see if I can get the password before she turns off her computer. That'd be awesome. But yeah, anyway, when it comes down to it, people come across this information, and it's that ego-emotional attachment at the end of the day, because I was even talking to a local the other day, people who talk about sports and they're addicted to sports and then all these little fantasy leagues and stuff like that, and they're watching the television, and there's just people running around this field or on this court or something, and they're just running around, and it has nothing to do with anybody, and they emotionally attach themselves to it. Now, as funny as that is to watch, when it comes to stuff like citizenship and rights and all these other concepts in the legal realm that, we already have the maxim of law, legality is not reality. So what is it? It's an outlook of the world. It's how you view the world, whether or not it's of your own creation, which it's not. It's 2D. It's two-dimensional paper world. By all means, if you think the legal name stuff is real, then you're just running around saying you're a piece of paper. It's a dead thing. So when you talk to friends and family about this stuff and you start breaking down how it happened, it came from the birth certificate and the registration and all this other stuff, how they did it, it scares people because they've only known one side of the story their entire life, and that's how beliefs are formed. You're just saying the same thing to yourself over and over again, and and then you start calling it fact just because that is the mass consensus. Everyone is saying the same thing, and we can't all be wrong, right? Okay, thanks, Minj. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see if this works. Wonderful. So, yeah, these are just the things that that you start to see more and more. When I started doing the GNIP calls, I found very quickly that, well, my main three responses from the whole thing, calling into these agencies and stuff, is I would either get people acting very childish, people acting very angry, or on occasion you'd get those what was that guy's name? Tim Brown, yeah, Sheriff Tim Brown, where they actually listen to you and they're interested in what you're saying and they want to follow up and do more research on it, because at the end of the day, who wants to be a criminal? Anyone? No? Okay. It's very crazy how easy it is to, I mean, it's the basic psychology. You hit the whole group of people. And when people are influenced by other people, they tend to go a little bit crazy and do, so go to any parade or any flag waving event and you'll see people hyping each other up and feeding off of each other's energy to go crazy. This is how they've been doing it. And when you can let go of all that stuff and you're no longer emotionally attached to the symbols that they've been putting out and trying to get people to identify as, you're not a word on a piece of paper or a noise coming out of somebody's mouth. You've always been you. You'll never be anything more or less than yourself. And when you try to explain that to people, they have all these little attachments. And yeah, this is why people are crazy. So when it comes to this, a note to the family, it definitely drives the point home that you got to remember, while these people that you have, love for and respect for, friends and family, while they may not be at the headspace that you're at with all this information, and they may, not want to be around you, at the end of the day, you got to remember that you're doing it for them and for everybody. So that really drives me to continue doing what I'm doing. Like I said, I've dropped about 80% of the phone numbers on my phone from locals, and I have family that won't even talk to me. But at the end of the day, it's that sure didn't I fucking tell you? That's gonna pop up and it's gonna be really funny. And I'm not waiting for anything. I'm not expecting anything. That's an inevitability. This truth is spreading so fast and so wide. It's going to hit the ears of everyone who needs to hear it, regardless. So, and I know that people out here, especially these cops, some of those, not all of them, because I'm not going to generalize, but some of these cops have really good hearts, and when they're presented with information that kind of, explains everything, step by step what they're doing when they ask someone to identify themselves, legally attempting to murder, aiding and abetting fraud, and all this other fun stuff. There are cops that will quit. I think, what was it, Bendy? Yeah, I had 29 cops quit. Yeah. Those people have good hearts and they don't want to cause harm. Simple as that. So I just want to remind you that the cops are still people under those crazy costumes and those crazy titles. And if you can talk to them about it and they're willing to hear you out. So that's the cool thing that I have going for me in this area. I'm hopefully going to be pulling a few no-namers to this area. But I've been in conversation, and I've actually had some of the attorneys in the area agree with me, but they said that they can't run with it because they're a bar member. They can't run with this because that would get them disbarred and stuff like that. Which, like I said, it's all a choice at the end of the day. Either you choose once you know to stand in truth, or you continue lying and, lie to get by. That's up to you. I'm not going to judge them for that. Whatever. Just won't be talking to me again. I'm setting up something right now, just in conversation with these state's attorneys and county attorneys and all these other people. I've contacted the courthouse ridiculous amounts of times. The police departments, I'm in a twin city, so I've contacted both police departments, the sheriff's office, the university police office. I mean, I've contacted the state police that run around here. Yeah, so they're very well aware that there are people in the area. I've had a local kid that I only talked about this stuff a few times with, and he went through the jail experience with no name, and they ended up kicking him out of the jail after less than an hour. And his friend, they both got arrested at the same time. And his friend used the name, and then my buddy who didn't use the name ended up having to bond him out. So you see what I mean? It's getting to that point now where everything's happening so much faster. They don't know what to do. They have no idea how to handle people like us who are aware that they want you to accept surety and create joinder. When you point that out, you know, the little hairs on the back of their neck stand up. It's letting them know, dude, I'm watching you. I'm looking right at you. I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to allow you to do it. I'm not playing the game. And there's nothing more terrifying for someone who is a professional liar, like a attorney, to see someone who knows the truth and can call them out on every little thing they're doing. It's got to be terrifying, I imagine. So yeah, this is where we're at now. In my local area, it's going to be a lot of fun very soon. I hope a lot of you guys got to see that little license plate thing that I made. It's not a license plate, just a little plate for the car. The one I posted was for a motorcycle. It says Phoenicia at the top, witness, like Mike McLean's experience, witness in the middle, and Jane Doe-755 on the bottom. And it is transitional from red to blue, which are Phoenician colors, by the way, for people who don't know. Phoenicians discovered the color purple. So, yeah. So that's just a little bit, you know, it's just a little warning, because that's going to be on the back of the motorcycle. And I have plates coming for the truck, too. It's just that little warning, you know, because I've been driving this truck around town all over the place without any plates until I get those. And, yeah, I haven't seen any cops. Normally I see cops, you know, just driving around. But, no, they're completely avoiding me. And, yeah, it's just really cool to be in that place where everything, you know, like I said before, I was quoting a philosopher, actually, but the only true way to conquer fear is to become scarier than that which you're afraid of. So I became living, and the dead had to run away. So, yeah, I wish she could get back on. I know she's doing a full reboot, so, yeah, I know Ninja, let me see if Ninja can get on too, or, I know that once the host drops, you can't play any music or anything if you refresh the page, and I got on after she'd already dropped, so. Just another fun thing, if you guys want to go ahead and call in, let me go ahead and do this little shout-out. The guest call-in is 347-637-3265, and I have no idea what the BTR listener number is. I'm not in any of the groups, so, oh well. If you want to talk, go ahead and press 1, and hopefully we can get her back in here. Everything will be fine, and she'll read through that, an ode to family, for you guys all to hear, to have it recorded, so. That's my preference. Let's see here. Yeah. I know she kind of snuffed this whole thing up on a couple of the people, so I know she just posted it on her Facebook like 50 minutes before it started, so not very many people are aware. But yeah, it's definitely good to go right now, so let me see here. You gotta love technology, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the computer just had a little brain fart, and that's funny that I see some people on the board and their time frame thing just flopped over another 5 minutes, so. Anyway, yeah, I know I've heard a lot of experiences lately, and I'm just going to remind you all to breathe. I know that, well, okay, so here's an example. Yesterday, I'm sitting out in front of the house, and I was just smoking a cigarette. And I'm on my phone. I'm Facebook messaging someone or something. And I look up, and there are a bunch of cars pulling over to the side of the road right in front of the house. Now, these particular individuals were actually cops. They were all in unmarked cars and all that crap. So I look up, and I think to myself, that's a little bit sketchy, so I stand up, I put the cigarette out, And I walk inside, and I lock the door. No, they never got out of the cars. No, they never did anything. They sat there for about 5 minutes and then drove away. It's really funny how easy it is to not get ruffled up by these people. They're just. Oh, and here's another thing that just. Someone was asking if you get pulled over by cops, is that granting them jurisdiction? And I said, jurisdiction is what you give them if you see those people how they want you to see them, and that is as authority. There is no such thing as a police officer, just a dude or a chick in a costume with weapons used to terrorize people, and one hell of a program running to justify their insanity. That's all this is. That's all any of these titles are and all this crazy stuff. So, if you can let go of that within yourself and not think that anyone can tell you what to do, not think that you have to do anything like show up at a court date, because the moment you think that these people actually matter in your life and that they have an impact on you is the moment that they do. So if you can let go of these things and not worry about what people are saying, because they'll make threats all day, blah, 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 if their threats are just words and, you already have everything you need. We spread so much information about this stuff, and if you guys take the time, and for newbies especially, I'm talking to you, if you take the time to go through the experiences we've had, go to losethename.com and read through the essays, listen to, we have songs up there and stuff too. I mean, we have the success story section is really fun because you can get to go through and hear the story told from the one who had the experience, and hey, there you go, you just experienced it vicariously through them. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun now that the chains have been dropped and it's all mental. The red tape of legality started getting snipped with that Occam's razor. So yeah, it's illegal to use a legal name thing has already hit everywhere. I got a message from Ninja, and she was talking about how the Pope was pretty much quoting us, except the only quote that I wanted to hear was it's illegal to use the legal name. But he's sitting there talking about the dead waging war on the living. Now, once again, it is a choice to stand in truth and live, or cower in fear, go with the modus operandi of the, whatever, these crazy people, these psychopaths. It's up to you to choose where you stand. Now, people will try to sway your beliefs and your focus and all this stuff the whole time. It will show you shiny objects, positive, oh, look, this little puppy's doing a backflip, or negative, oh, look, some people are tear gassing innocent people again. And if you can let go of both of those and just accept the experience, just accept the visual, because once again, you didn't actually experience it. But yeah, accept that and just let go of it and move on. That's the only way they can control people. They feed off of fear. They feed off of compassion. If you see something horrible happening and you say, man, if I were there, I would do something about it. Well, why? you get, that's feeding off of your compassion. That's getting an ego-emotional response. Yeah, I think it's going to take a while for Kate to get back on. Yeah, it's been a while already. I hope she can just get back on so I can at least play music and stuff, That'd be fun. I have to set up a way for her to call and read this entire essay clearly all the way through. But yeah, that's the big point of this show, this particular one. Yes, I forgot to, I said it before, but yeah, go check that out. It's a pretty decently sized essay, but read it. Cool. Just wanted to remind myself to be talking about that. Yeah, if any of you guys have experiences and stuff with family and friends, like I've heard most of it, it's just, it's crazy, not even crazy, no, it's pretty much expected at this point. It's be comfortably uncomfortable with the situation at hand. Yeah, you'll see anything. You'll see people say they never want to talk to you again and then hit you up a month later. Yeah, I've been thinking about that stuff you were saying, and that's starting to make a lot of sense now. So, yeah, don't take it personally, obviously. Don't take any of this stuff personally, especially when people are coming at you, I don't know, crazy. Like I said, one of the experience that kind of led this into this whole thing, and I ended up sitting handcuffed in an FBI correspondent SUV, and I forced the Detective McCullough, I forced him to empathize with me, and he ended up letting me go. But they were talking about, because stuff was in my car, or the car, how I could get a Class X and all this stuff, and I would have shit my pants if that were actually the case, but I kind of psycho-evaled him and got in his head, and I was like, look, if you blah, 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 I just forced him to empathize. So it's not hard to deal with people at their own level if you can empathize and see where they're coming from. But you gotta know when it's illegal to use a legal name. Bye. People will tear your head off because you're destroying their reality, and they're not giving you the time to replace it with anything. So just a reminder to be aware of your environment. And as much as you're paying attention to the things going on around you, it's important to pay attention to yourself and understand why you're doing the things you're doing. Is it the cause or the effect? Are you responding, or are you reacting to something that someone else is doing, or are you the cause and whatever else exterior is the effect? These are important things to pay attention to while you're out here. It's just, to simply put it, whatever you're experiencing around you, whatever you pay attention to will manifest. It will go crazier and crazier. So if you're paying attention to things that scare you, stop being afraid of them and they go away. That's happened so many times for me. So, yeah. If you're not afraid of these people, then they have no power. If you're not allowing the horrific things they do to shift your focus and your intent in either direction, they can't control you that way either. So that's the thing. It's an adversarial thing. If they have an adversary, they will make the adversary your adversary if you think that you're on the same team. If you think you're American, you wave a flag and all this other stuff, and you think you have rights and you're a taxpayer and dur, all they have to do is say, well, this guy says fuck America, and then that ego emotional attachment to the word America, the concept of being American and all this other stuff, well, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy be saying fuck me. And it turns into this whole thing. Ergo, every fucking war that's ever happened. Yeah. Any conflict that's happened between groups of people is the emotional attachment to the concept and the idea, thinking we're on a team. So, yeah, it's easy to get wrapped up in the dramas of this world, especially after they created television, because people watch that shit and they see the drama and the chaos of the television shows and the excitement, and then they turn off the television and they want to recreate that for their own lives, and yeah, it's just a fucking nut house, really. So, anyway, if you guys would like to do any research on the legal name fraud, once again for new people, losethename.com, and that'll link you to kateofgaia.wordpress.com. I strongly suggest you read all of Kate's writings, interact with us on Skype and the Emma Swan Lighthouse, or hit us up on the Kate of Gaia discussion group on Facebook. I'd be more than happy if there's newbies and you want to talk to me and you are on the discussion group, feel free to add me. It's Shock to Vither. I'm one of the admins on there, so just add me and talk to me if you have anything that you want to bring up. I've already experienced it, so I've already talked to people about it who've experienced it. I've literally heard almost, I wouldn't say everything, but I've heard a lot. And it's not too, and when you can not complicate it in your own head to get from A to B, it's the Gordian knot, and just have, when the Gordian knot comes in front of you, just bring Occam's razor. Everything is simple. It's your mind that makes things complicated. So hope that helps a couple people who are supposedly dealing with stuff, even though it's in their head. I know how easy it is to get wrapped up in the shiny crap around you. Yeah, it's really taken a long time for Kate to get back on here, guys. Sorry about that. it's been about 20 minutes. Ninja, if you're on, I don't know if you have anything so you can play a song. I'm going to type to you real quick in case you're not. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't radio hosted in a while. This is actually kind of fun to catch up and to do all this stuff I was doing for a while there. Hopefully somebody, yeah, guys, if there's anyone there, let me know. It looks like it's going to be a while for Kate to get back on, or my computer's just messed up. Let's see if I can just refresh that page. Okay, I just thought that, okay. As I said, this entire time I was talking and no one was there. Technology. But yeah. Oh yeah, like I was just saying, if anyone has any stuff they want to bring up, I've heard most of it. Yeah, I know that I have friends who are having these foreclosure people knocking on their door and banging on their door and throwing pieces of paper at them and stuff like that. And you know, if you've ever seen, this is just some generic bullshit, but it's actually true. If you watch movies like Pineapple Express and how they have to agree to be the name and then they have to touch the piece of paper to accept it, that's the DNA seal. You'll see how quickly these people flip out when you say I don't have a name and no, I'm not going I'm not going to play, and you know then they can't serve you. This is why no-namers can't have warrants and they can't have subpoenas handed to them, and it's really funny when you see it firsthand though. Just watching a like 6'5", 300-pound cop just act like a 5-year-old little child. Oh, Quest. Dude, you want to talk? 'Cause, yeah. What's going on, man? I'm dragging you in here. What's good?
Hey, what the hell is you?
Can you hear me?
Water. Yeah.
Okay, good. No, I was like halfway there. I was like, can anyone hear me at all? Am I just talking to myself and this is just going to be a really long radio silence episode?
All right, I just popped on. What are you talking about? Like what happened?
I was going through an ode to family, going through how quickly people that you call friends and family will just shit on everything because you're talking about something different now. And how quickly they'll let go, and the empowering speech of, you got to remember this entire time, no matter who you love and whoever walks away, you have to remember you're doing it for them.
Yeah.
Or else you're just going to be sitting there pissed off because nobody likes you anymore. But it comes that way when you're talking about truth and you're in a world full of liars. I mean, not everyone's going to like you.
That's because you're challenging like their beliefs and views of this. It's crazy.
Yeah. What can you do though? I mean, I can tell you the truth. I can say it's illegal to use a legal name and walk away and let you fester. See, and I said this earlier on the show. It's because you're tearing out their reality and they're emotionally knee-jerk responding to you so fast that they're not allowing you to have the time to rebuild your reality with a different perspective. You just tear it away, and then they don't want to hear anymore. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I had to mute out real quick.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so that's really what it is. People not wanting to hear other perspectives for the simple point of believing the one side of the story they've been told the entire time. How dare you provide contrast to my mundane existence? I was perfectly happy paying taxes and waving flags and, judging people from other pieces of dirt. And that's that explanation of when they were fighting in the alleyway on They Live, how it took so long because it's a prolonged battle with yourself to see that you've been living a lie the entire time, and here we are. Put the glasses on, Quest. But yeah. I don't know, man, do you have anything you want to add in here? We're still waiting for Kate to get back.
I don't know. We've said it all. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, it's just she was having this episode to talk about I Know It's a Family and just the appreciation of all of the shit we're going through. You know what?
Yeah. Seriously, even the little tips that I have with my family about everything that I'm doing, everything like that. It's showing me. It's actually showing me. I'm learning from it. You got to learn from both sides. You got to learn from every side of you, what you are. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, exactly. And you're gonna have awesome reactions. You're gonna have terrible reactions. You're gonna get some pretty neutral. Well, that's cool information, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing. You're gonna get all that stuff, and either way, it doesn't matter. It's just the messenger. That's when you forget that you're just a messenger and you emotionally attach yourself to the end of the. You can hand them a letter, and it should have nothing to do with you whether or not they read it. That's why when I biff cops, I hand them the biff. I walk away. For the new people, biff is Babylon is Fallen. It's on legalname.com. It's on kateofgaia.wordpress.com and on YouTube and everywhere else. But anyway, when I hand it to them, I literally just walk up. This is for you. Have a nice day. And sometimes just to fuck around, just because I have a little sense of humor about this, I'll say you've been served.
By the best.
Yeah, I think that people coming into this stuff, because all this legal name fraud stuff, this is the beginning of a new outlook on life and a new perspective, and it boils down to what's up.
No, I said that it is.
Yep, and it boils down to no longer asking permission to do stuff, causing no harm, having no vengeance in your heart, letting go of all of the programs and stupid shit they used to chase, like money and fame, and just let it all go. And when that happens,
it's all corrupt.
Yeah, exactly. And when that happens, what matters anymore? Wow.
Right.
The experience, the people. Wow, that matters. Oh, wow. It's kind of like we should have been doing that from the get-go.
It's crazy. It's crazy though, because it's a whole other way of seeing. It's funny. It's funny. It's a lot funny. It's very funny. Very funny. Very funny.
Yeah, it's just. What the hell are you holding on to? That's for anyone who knows about the legal name fraud and they're still going about their stuff. What are you holding on to?
Nothing.
What part of yourself can you not conquer that you need to continue basically running around saying you're dead, saying fuck the children? That's what the legal name, when I hear people talking about it and defending it, that's what I hear. Fuck the children. So, yeah. Simplicity. Occam's razor cuts the Gordian knots, and here we are. It doesn't.
But seriously, it brings back to how you are able to truly find ones who resonate with you, though. That's the awesome thing about it.
Well, that's what I told. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That's what I was talking to a local called Jiggy. I was talking to him earlier today, and he was saying he was talking to me about some of the experience he has had talking to people about the legal name fraud. And I said, well, that's the thing about being a mirror 100% of the time. If you are showing people how they're acting now, if you're breaking things down to the simplest form without giving them titles and desensitized nonsense, jargon like taxes, stuff like that. When you explain things and you convey the idea of things for what they truly are, only the people who are willing to look at themselves and work on themselves are going to be able to stand around you. Everyone else who is perfectly comfortable paying for the rape and murder of children, taxes, they're gonna completely be horrified and tell you to go away. That is friends and family, guys. That's because if they're comfortable with that, if they're comfortable in their existence already, what they don't know is that it's shit's fallen down and it's already fallen. What they don't know is this has already been dead. It's already done. It's done from its beginning.
Well, exactly. It's all fraudulent from the get-go. Like straight from when it first was introduced. It was crazy.
Yeah, from the Charter of Urso to the Magna Carta to the Constitution. I don't give a shit. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
It doesn't matter. It all is. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Every last bit of this. And that's when you start to see like the true and what's real about, because there's some obviously there's some, you can make it to heaven or your hell. Like that's the perception. But giving up your right to, or your power to it, that's just bullshit. Like, come on.
Well, that's what it really is at the end of the day, is you've handed your power away to people and then you're complaining. This is every protest ever. You've handed your power away to people who don't even know who the hell you are. You've handed that power to them and then they abuse it. Well, no, it's not that. Then they do what?
Who don't even know who they are.
Exactly. They're just strangers. Yeah, it's the same thing. And when you hand every protest is they hand the power away and then they complain about how the power is being used. That's every fucking protest ever. I don't care what it is. That's the power. That's exactly what a protest is.
It's going right back into like vicious cycle.
Oh, that's all this is. It's circular logic. This applies because this applies because this. I have rights because I have rights because I have rights. It's the same. It's always a circle. They talk in circles. And if you're experienced in being able to convey the legal name fraud message, you're going to watch people spin out and talk in circles for 5 minutes straight trying to explain themselves, and they're going to keep repeating the same point over and over again. It's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
But everyone else does it. Everyone else jumped off a bridge. Here we go again. Which eventually, and it's actually funny to think about it that way, because eventually there'd be enough people jumping before you that you'd have a nice little soft pile to land on.
Hopefully.
Fall into that, this is Sparta death pit.
The pit of despair.
Exactly, yeah, that's the choice people are making, though. And I've made that comparison before where you find out about the legal name fraud and you're just, you're standing at the edge of a cliff and there's a line of people coming in single file order with a blindfold on and they're walking towards the cliff. And you say, hey, guys, you might want to change direction or take your blindfold off because there's a cliff there and you're going to die, which you can't actually die. But anyway, and some of them will even stop walking, blindfold remaining on, to tell you that you're an idiot, that this is tradition, this is how things have always been. You see what I mean?
See, it's the spell. That is the spell itself.
Absolutely. They're defending things that they don't understand, and that's pretty much, that's the whole opinion thing.
Like you're a spell breaker. You can break it if you know how to do it. Do it.
Well, yeah, that's for people also, the newer people talking about Phoenician. Every single noise that you can make has a positive and negative intent behind it. Once you understand this, and you can neutralize it, and the word means what you want it to mean because you threw your intent into it. Therefore, you broke the spell, and now you're just conveying a message. So yeah, so what's up?
I was just laughing.
Yeah, that's. And that's how simple everything is. Everything here is simple as hell. It's simple. It's all very easy to understand. It's very easy to comprehend if you're willing to take the time to look at it. That's all. You have time for dumb shit all day. Oh, look, this new movie came out. The new iPhone's out. You better stand in line for 2 days in the freezing fucking cold to go get it.
Noise.
So people find time to do dumb shit. But when it comes to real shit, magically, I don't have time for that.
And that's the thing, it's real shit. And it's more amazing than the dumb shit.
I don't know how you found the time to watch Survivor and Big Brother. You couldn't read a couple essays. You couldn't listen to some of these people talking to cops like they were children.
Right.
That's what it is, man. It's people, and I love how people are like, even to get free, it needs to be complicated, and they start talking about all this paperwork that they need to turn in. We already turned in the paperwork.
Well, it connects like everything. It shows like the interconnectedness of like the made system that was laid over, that was the overlay. And to pierce through that, well, you do it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to do it?
Well, evil is not evil does not win because evil exists. Evil wins because good men and women are allowing it. So
the simple thing is, like, to stop that allowance is just to relinquish that legal name, because it's built on that is the contract that is built upon the fraud in the first place that is keeping you in that, inside that enslavement.
All contracts where it's been shown that fraud exists are nullified non pro tunc ab initio. For people who don't know what that means, non pro tunc is Latin for now, for then. Ab initio means from the beginning.
Right.
So from the first time you went to kindergarten and got registered into the class and you said, yeah, that's my name.
That birth certificate, though, is where, and that's how they keep it perpetually going. So even before you get to kindergarten.
When it comes down to it, basically you're going back to the moment that the mother signed the birth certificate and you're just erasing it.
Well, yeah.
But people love the conflict.
So it sounds crazy.
Well, that's all. I would rather sound crazy telling the truth than sound normal being a complete bullshit liar. You know what I mean?
That's the point, and that's the point. Exactly.
Okay, let me see what's going on with this stuff here. I put Kate on because I really want her to read off that essay.
Yeah, that was good. That was really.
Can you yell out the BTR listener number real quick?
058.
Okay, so awesome. So if you want to call in, the guest call-in number from a phone is 347-637-3265. And if you'd like to call in from Skype, the number is 058. Cool. Just want to knock that out because I can't see it. I'm not in any of the Skype groups right now. Okay, it looks like Kate's back on Skype, so hopefully she'll be able to call in here in a second, and we'll be good to go. Hopefully. It'd be better that way.
I was like, wait, hammer time.
There you go. Yeah. Hammer time. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so, yeah, she's definitely on, so hopefully it'll pop in and come on in, Katie. Yeah, I know she had to reboot her computer, and for people who had to do that before, you have to undo the modem, and if you have a router that's separate from the modem, then you have to undo that, then you have to turn off the computer and restart it. Oh, it's a pain in the ass.
101 was shocked.
Do what?
I said Tech 101 with shock.
Yeah. Did you guys put batteries in it? Yeah, it's got to have batteries. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. And she's definitely on Skype, so hopefully he'll pop in here. Yeah, if she's back.
Here, let me see.
What time did she, yeah, we've been running strong for about 40 minutes now. I'm on the board too. I just can't do anything because once the host is out, if I'm not already logged in, then I can't push play on any of the songs or anything.
Let me see.
Then I saw her, yeah, she just went into Do Not Disturb, so hopefully she's about to... All right, she's back. Cool. Okay, so that means she's going to be calling soon, and we can knock this crap out. Radio shows, man, I remember doing these things. So long ago. But yeah. Yeah, I think she just was pulling up the Blog Talk Radio so she could just call herself from Blog Talk on Skype. Technology, guys. Technology. Of course, can you go ahead and cue the elevator music? Okay, there she is. Hey, Kay, you there?
Made it. Yay. Oh, my God, what a nightmare. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello?
We can loud and
Yep.
clear, loud and clear.
There we go. All right. What's that?
Yes, we can hear you. A little bit of a Skype lag.
I didn't hear what you said. Okay, no, I was just waiting because there shouldn't be. Well, whatever. No, I just heard something, and we'll say it again, but don't worry about it. Listen, I'll just do my best here. What I'm thinking of doing now actually is just I'll do an off-air recording of it, upload it, play it, and then do a live aspect of it as well. But at least that way I know I can get through it without being tripped up on the runway sort of thing, right? But here, we'll give it a shot anyway. Fair? We'll try it. See how we do here. Anyway, this is an ode to family. If it doesn't work out tonight, I'll just do it again on my own computer here. An ode to family. This is just a thank you, guys. We all have a common ground here. All have walked this road called truth. In defiance of the lies that surround us, our families, and humanity as a whole, this essay is only for those who have stepped into the truth, and this is my own way of thanking you and to acknowledge the real sacrifices you, I, and countless others have had to endure on the face of being literally hated or feared by the ones closest to us in our life game. This is about a choice, but really, we had no choice. And those that step into the truth see this very quickly. Ours is a road of grind, grin, and bear, lay naked. Of grind and bear it, while the very ones we love, that we are trying to awaken, soon see you as the enemy to what the false believed was normal. In the grandest sense, normal is carefully veiled reality of lies and deceptions with just enough bliss allowed to keep humanity under this very yoke of normal, where normal is the very programming that keeps the masses in a state of Stockholm syndrome, defending the evil and the people that promote it, chugging right along. If you want to see just how fast normal changes, just become aware of the legal fact that it's illegal to use any legal names or be in contact with anyone and anything legal at all. Toss in spiritual there, okay? Replace legal with spiritual and vice versa. You see things clearer. Anyway, anyone or anything and anything.
Now, did she drop again? Let me go ahead and check the board. Yes, she did. But I may be able to play a song while she's gone this time because it looks like when she came back on, I was able to do that. So, first, is there any requests from the audience? Do you know? I think I'm going to play Only Hearts because that's pretty much what this essay is talking to, so here we are.
Does the rain still fall from where you stand? Are you not quite sure of you? Does the heart that pound within you now know what must be true? Is the sun forever hiding Have you still got clouds to see? There I am, the rainbow to guide you. Oh, if you please. Only hearts as strong can weaken. Only hearts as strong can cry. Only hearts that feel the way yours does can understand the why. Only love as strong as kindness can release you from the chains of a love so strong for someone true. Only hearts like ours remain. Are the storm clouds slowly moving? Are the pictures getting clear? You would long not see the heart that's mine. You must know that I am near. I will take you in my arms tonight. I will show you what it means to at last see why, to know the love only hearts like ours can see. Only hearts is strong can weaken. Only hearts is strong can cry. Only hearts that feel the way ours does can understand the why. Only love as strong as kindness can release you from the chains of a love so strong for someone true. Only hearts like ours remain. Only hearts like ours remain. Only hearts like ours remain.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely dropped off. Hopefully she can get back on. I pinpointed exactly where she left off there. And I am not going to be reading it because there's no way that I can match the intent for every little sigil that she put down here. So once again, if you guys want to read that, kateofgaia.wordpress.com, I believe it's up there already. I don't fully know. I just downloaded the entire PDF version from a post on her page. If you want to look up Kate Renee, Rene, on Facebook, it's on her page. It's also on the Kate of Gaia discussion group on Facebook. So yeah, you can download it, read it for yourself. Yeah, I just sent her a message to see what she wants me to do with this. She did say that she was going to be recording this outside of the show, so it'll be one clear take, and then she could load it up here and just play it. So you guys can just listen to it all the way through without any interference from signal or anything like that. So, yeah, we have 54 minutes left until rollover. Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to probably reboot her computer again or something. I don't know what she's going through right now on her end of the line, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, she just said that she's working on it, so cool. Yeah, let me see if she wants me to. Okay, it's saying, she's saying right now. Oh, there, she just popped in. Oh, you're not, it's not letting you pop in as the host. Hey there.
Okay, you got me now? There you go. Listen, hey, Shocked, it's going to roll anyway. Do you want to call in on the host line? Because this seems to be, looks like the way I have to do this. I had to call into the BTR number. Like the BTR listener 058.
Yeah, I can call in on the host line.
Yeah, I want just grab the host line.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll
all
go
right,
back here.
and that way you got full control. Okay, that's all. And I'll call right back in. It looks like it's more stable here, so I'll carry on. Fuck the essay tonight. I've got a couple of things I want to share, but I want to make sure you're on the air, Shock. So anytime you want, I'll just keep rambling. A couple of big ones came in as I was waiting.
Okay, cool. I'll call back in right now.
Okay, so while Shock is busy calling in on the host line. Okay, there you go. While Shock is busy calling in on the host line, at least that way he can, well, he's got access to the board, but just adds a bit more control on the end of the episode thing, right? So if we get rolling and you guys wanting and we get into a rollover, well, if things keep going the way, we should be fine. Anyway, one of the things that I think, one of the things I know that will really start helping you out is words like God or Muhammad or any deity that's personified as it's been created in your, Yahweh or any of the gods, Zeus, any one, the character that represents in the story the character of what you perceive as God. Replace that with truth.
Okay, she just dropped again, and I called back in as the host, so awesome. At least we have that established so I can play songs and all that other fun stuff. Just a reminder, we will be... Okay, what time did this show even start? An hour ago? Whatever. Okay, so we have about 50 minutes left until the rollover. Just a reminder, if you want to call in from a cell phone or landline, the number is 347-637-3265. And if you'd like to call in from Skype, the BTR listener number is 058. Now, when we say that, we mean search BTR listener 058, all one word, and right-click it and hit call. You do not need to add it. There you go. So go ahead and call in, guys. She's trying to get through an ode to family. So that's a new essay that she just released. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was last night. So hopefully we were able to get through this, and she's going to be calling in again whenever she has the time or whenever it allows her to actually make it through. And regardless if you're able to hear it, once again, she will be recording it separate from Blog Talk Radio with just a mic, so it'll go through clearly the first time, and then we can just load that audio up and hit play, and it'll go all the way through on Blog Talk Radio. You still there, Quest?
Yep, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that there was some kind of dialogue going on here.
Uh-oh. You still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I called in as the host, so she should be popping in here again here in a second. We have a couple people on the board. What was she? I didn't hear that last part. I heard it as right when I came in. What was she talking about with the spiritual and what was that?
Actually, had to step away for a second because I could hear a little bit.
Oh, good. Yeah, I only heard the last word and then it dropped. Oh well. She'll call back in or she won't, and either way, she's going to be giving me what she would like for me to do, so. All right, she's back.
Oh. Just waiting for the unmute. There we go. I'm just waiting to see if I pop up on the screen here. I've got the board open, so I was trying to get there before I had to wait for you to unmute. Anyway, so I'm not sure where it got cut off there, but get the idea of replacing all of these personified, separate personalities. Okay, put truth there. Just the word truth instead. And what that will do will bring the idea of God, truth, back into its singularity versus collective, Borg split mind thing going on. They're simply characters to represent you, truth itself. And it's very easy to spot truth. And it's why I'm intolerant to lies of the kind. Lies, evil, lies, good, truth. Okay? That's the black and white with me. And I'm kind of at that point, anyway, I'm at that point where I'm picking up every nuance on everything. Okay? And I'm juggling a lot. It's like I'm constantly retraining the dragon, okay, to sword itself. Okay, so this is so hard to friggin' describe to you guys. But anyway, I'll keep it as simple as I can. When you I'll go back to the idea we were at. This is the objective, to see God for the first time. You're going to see God for the first time, okay? So it's a big concept. And you're going to see God once you replace the idea of a God, the penis, male aspect as you've been programmed, or, Mother Mary, or any male or female, doesn't matter. Whatever form God in whoever's mind was created was a separate idea of what God is, and God is simply one, the all, the truth of it all. Okay, so when you replace any deity, personified or personify creation, Kate is a path. That's the path I walk. Kati. Okay, special K. That's the fourth quadrant of the heart. That's you'll get that when you know what no vengeance is. While you still have an animosity towards anything seeking retribution for what they fucking did to you, you'll never find the special K. Okay? That's your real cereal. That's your breakfast. That breaks your fast, and the bells ring fast. Okay? I'm bringing you home to Belfast. Tinkerbell style. All right? When you replace any of these deity personifications, the characters that you've been made to believe were real, right? When you replace it with the word truth, again, I'll just remind you, concepts like Jesus, Son of God, God, Muhammad, those are the concepts and all of that. Replace that with the word truth. And it's easy to spot those that walk this path, okay? I know the ones that walk the Kati path. T, nothing sweet, you, nothing sweeter than you. Again, back to the K, special K. So you've got your no vengeance heart. That's you back to the source. You're going to be very logical and reasonable there because you're neutral. Okay. The A is the representation of the ash, the H, that has collapsed into the truth of the pyramid. Okay. You'll see the A because that's the Trinity connected. That's the aha. Building your DNA, A-H-A-H-A. I've shown this to a few people. You see it very quickly, and if you can draw it stacked. Anyway, I don't want to get into that because I've already done shows on this stuff. I want to get this real. This is the coolest stuff. Okay, the A is the right of the truth, so it is the heart of truth. Ta is the heart of truth. T, that's your truth again. Phoenician 0 with an X, the two ones that are crossed. Okay? That's your cross air. When you carry the burden of truth, you are crucified in the physical sense. Your whole world collapses. Shit gets weird. That's what the Ode to Family is about. Wait a minute. I was doing this because I didn't want anyone to harm you. And of course, you're always at one step behind where evil got the jump on you, but now we have the jump on evil. And the sentence, very simply, you sent evil to death with, it is illegal to use legal names. That's the magic 7 right there. Okay? All right. So we see someone that is walking the path of Kati. I keep telling you, leave me out of it. That's just your clue to know what path I am truly walking. I literally named truth myself. So I would never forget the truth. And while I walk in the Kati path, I will never forget Kate, me, the true me. You see the magic of this? It's the one reminder. It's the one thing I tripped over and went, whoa, how cool is that? Now I've got to get people to get the idea that don't personify the voice, the body, the meat suit, the radio host, whatever idea you have or think you have of me, put that aside, okay? Because if you can't put that aside, there's still a chance that you will personify it, okay? Where truth is simply the source of truth itself. And the one that you know that is connected to the truth, this is why you must connect to yourself in the mirror of yourself, and do it physically. It really is helpful. Give yourself a real good look in the eyes and ask yourself, are you serious about this? Yeah, I'm serious. You can't lie to look yourself in the eye. You can't lie. You'll sort stuff out real quick doing it that way. That's what I did. Worked a treat. The mirror was always broken for me, remember. So I've had a lifetime of looking at the wrong me in the mirror until I finally aligned myself into, you know what? Fuck you, wee boy. What a dodge. Okay? That's a tough guy. That's if you look at the Trinity, the me itself with the personified Kate, personified Keith, Cain, Abel, twins that work together, where the gentleman protects the girl, the knight rescues the damsel. And this is the story, the fairy tale of me within. As it's been, you know, it's been a crazy few months, I'll tell you. Anyway, so the one that's connected to source, God, truth, okay? Whatever way you need to see that from the objective, not the subjective. See the objective of what truth and God truly is. It's truth itself. It is the absolute defiance and destruction of lies, regardless of how subtle they are, and why it has been such a little juggling match for me to look to see where your fuses are so I don't burn you out. Right? The tough ones are the ones that can put up with me because I can't put up with liars. Okay? And if there's habitual lies in a program, that's just because of the systemic programming that you've got. If you can't let that go, then you're clinging to the system. You see this? You still got something grabbing you. So look for every one of these little heartstrings that is holding you somewhere. Because if you feel an urge to fight, there's something got you by a short hair. My position of absolute stand defense, I am the wall, okay? I'm the fence. So I have no attack, I have no defense. Wall of truth. That's where I sit. I consider it a meat suit walkie-talkie for truth. Okay? Autopilot. I'm on autopilot. There's no not seeing bullshit. And it's taken a while to really work through a lot of that, juggling it back and forth and sorting these baskets back to, I had everything dumped, literally dumped, okay? So the one connected to source, God, truth, whatever you need to see the truth, and is the first to make others aware, is the one that is the truth. You must be as truth. Truth is light. Ye are light. Ye are truths. Plural. So my game is very simple. To find all the first truths that I can find, to share them with you, because when they're shared, they become your firstborn of heaven truths as well. You're the head of the family, guys. Okay? You're sitting at the head of the table. And it's your benevolent heartstrings that have, and these go on, it's so vast. If you can sit and try to picture this fractal expanding from you, and every benevolent soul connected to you, that makes you the true fisher of men. Because as the firstborn, that means the first to carry. The first to carry the load on earth is the first to be carried home with their load. They're benevolent. You bring your own family home. The fucking hero, guys. The hero in your movie, the firstborn of heaven. Okay, you really need to see this. This is so astonishingly beautiful. And I don't want you to miss the beauty of it and what you've done. You might not have an idea how big a game it is you're playing, but I do. It's the game of life itself. And a life looking forward to death is not a life worth living. And in the world of the dead, the Babylonians, they have the death they want. Belly up to your fucking trough. Sure didn't I fucking tell you the truth? And that's it. This is why, for me, the one impossibility for me is my inability, complete impossibility of ever leaving this road. I'm building it. I'm just getting busier. Lots of builders building it as well. We're building the bridge. You are the cornerstone, the heart, the near of the heart, the one who kneels to the truth. Regardless of what delusion world says to you, whatever clown fucking suits the monkeys put on, I don't care. It could be a nice suit dress, military uniform, robes, fucking crown. I don't care what get-up you want to put on. Because I'll tell you, if it's somebody else's idea of you that you put on, you're the one that's being put on. I put on what I feel like. Fuck everybody. I'm comfy. I'm me. And that's the free will choice. It's the no trespass. Dare to be yourself, love. Dare to be who you truly are. And I had to derail myself there, because when I get to this point, you have no idea how deep this well is. How big you are. You see, you're my inspiration. You're my reason to be, my reason. I've said this many times. Without you, there is no me. Okay? In a world filled with lies and evil and corruption and every imaginable, and you've seen it for yourself, that's getting wiped out, guys. Okay, it's gone. You dare to stand up, you pop up Book of Life, not the flat two-dimensional carbon 666 sinks. You made me ink idea of who anyone thinks they are, because that's not a who, that's a what. Because Horton here's a who, not a Horton here's a what. What are you, fucking deaf? You have to say what all the time? You strike gold with the truth. When you strike gold, you're going to trade it for fucking lead again? You're going to get lead here and lead there and have your gold ripped from you? You have to go and try to piece yourself back together. See? A little tired sitting on that fence, aren't you? Fuck Humpty, I became the wall, bitch. You get the magic of that, don't you? Go ahead, see if you can get through me with some bullshit. See if they can get through you with some bullshit. You think they could? Well, if you have a doubt on that motherfucker, you better get working at it. Because you're so close. You're so close. You're so close. You're getting a sermon on Saturday night, kids. Okay? You're that close. You got to be the fucking wall. You want to have a... You've already had a wee chat with Shock. There's a brick fucking wall right there. I know. I interlock. We're interlocking stones. Ninja, Star, Shock, quite a few others. You see the wall I built? You're the bricks, bitch. I'm just the mortar. I'm the glue that keeps those bricks together. See? But here's the thing. You all became the mortar too, and you know how to connect yourselves. And you do. I know you're getting pretty intolerant of the bullshit as well. People straying off points. If you think you're legal, you're fucking dead. Your soul is forfeit. That's the point. You get burned in the film of evil. You hit the cutting room floor. It's up to you, crock of gold sitting right in your fucking lap. You're going to throw it away. Well, it's really, really tough to hold on to that pot. All you got to do is say, hey, by the way, nice to meet you. Did you know it's illegal to use a legal name? Fuck, I just found that out. Should look up legal name fraud. Get enough. Have a great day. Yeah, thanks. Love you. You changed the world again, and you did the child of creation a favor. You put another brick in that wall. What, are you just another brick in the wall? No, we're not just. We are the just bricks in the wall of truth. And the glue, the inseparable, that's the neutrino, the neutral. The little neutron, that's me, a little neutron star kind of thing. And all the protons, the boys, the electrons, and the girls come to the table and get a little neutronic action. Neutron, I see. Oh, I knew that. Fuck, the game. The master caught in the game, figured the way out. Hell of a game. You're starting to see the magic. You won't hear anything anywhere else. Scaring fucking teeth. They're picking up the pieces now. I'm seeing a lot more action going on around the legal name fraud. It's starting to catch on like wildfire. Yeah, sets them too. Makes California burn. Cali, Kali Yuga, California, fornication. Oh, wait a minute, furnace. Yeah, the fires of hell. Kind of meat in the anagogic. Seems they're having a lot of bushfires these days. But what about all the people? Do they exist? What are they? Who are they? Don't get caught up in the movie emotions, guys. Keep you dragging down. That was a trap. Hey, let's mix in some evil meat sticks and some drone meat sticks. They look and sound real, and let's throw a few saints in the mix too to see what happens. See if we can figure our way out. Easy way to spot the drones or evil, because they both check out with the same truth. They still buy on legality. They still talk in legal stuff, contracts, and all the rest of it. Literal stuff. They care about who the president, the queen is. Those people. Okay. Well, you got evil there and ignorant. All right? Innocent, ignorant, and evil in that group. And you just spotted them. It's easy to spot, isn't it? Are you of the dead world in any way, shape, or form? Yes or no? Are you still trapped in the illusions, the fears, and the false flags, and all the rest of it? Or are you seeing how the game's being played? This is black and white. It's not right at all. You want to, gray matter it? Well, think about it. Just feel your way through this bitch. You tell them the truth all the time. What do you think's going to happen? Oh, the truth's going to start to catch on. Yeah, how about that? I hear it all the time. Kate talking blah, blah, blah. Oh, Kate, that's true. Yeah, like I fucking, whatever. You're just not used to hearing it, so you have to remind yourself. So, say, Kate, that's true. Just say, that's true. Talk to yourself. Leave me the fuck out of it. I know what it is. I just told you that. How the fuck would I not know what to do? I was the one that just told you. You see how fucking out of communication sync people are? Are you sure? Oh, you did it? Oh, well, I was pretty fucking cocksure of myself when I did it. Okay? That's why I did it. I don't do things and go, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Okay? Still get a few of those on occasion. But then you see the why you needed to. So you can always catch the, oh, I shouldn't have done that with the, no, I did that. So I can see the contrast of that. They're getting fewer and fewer and fewer. All right? Let's make it real clear. When I say something, I don't sometimes mean it. I don't, well, that's an opinion of maybe I need it, maybe I don't. Something comes out, this fucking Taurus field, you be damn sure I fucking mean it. To the letter concept. Okay, so there you go. That's just a little perspective changing. So how many firsts have you been for people? How many first time people ever saw that happen around you? Yeah. Funny. Me too. Usually a couple of things that I've been sharing, I was kind of mentioning, right? What I'm showing you guys is simply this. The longer you doubt me, telling you the truth. Straight up, the longer you doubt. Oh. Not connected. Well, am I still rolling here? Shock, can you still hear me? Oh, I just got bumped. He's having a bit of fun with it. Anyway, where was I? Okay, are you starting to see the bigger pictures, guys? It's really simple. God is truth. Whatever idea of God you have, just put that word there. If you want to be God-like, then be truth-like. Be intolerant of liars, schemers, dreamers, and common speak bleepers, okay? Hey, well, to be honest with you, like, you fucking lie to me all the time. You just give me the heads up that sometimes you lie and sometimes you don't. Is that your heads up? This time you're going to be honest? You want to make sure that you know? Well, I want to be damn sure you're going to tell me the truth anyway. So how do I do that? Well, I'll be damn sure I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'll do it first. So legal to use a legal name. How many people really have a hard time or had a hard time believing that? You know? How many really weird first things have I done? Well, Judge Bows, Jane Doe stuff, passport stuff, all sorts of wild and wacky fucking out there firsts, you know. This is how you can check to see if you're the firstborn. You know, rapture idea the Christians have. You're born of all your kin. And the only thing left behind is the pumpkins. Jack Pumpkins. You know, Jack fucking each other kind of thing, you know. Anyway. Not even sure if I'm still on the air here. Sure hate to be wasting this. Here, just a sec. Oh yeah, I'll be back on a minute. All right, fair enough. The phone died. Okie dokie. Anyway, so where are we here? Let's see. Would you guys give me a heads up on your fucking Skype names? And I don't know who the heck you are. Just want to check something here. Must have been a rainstorm down in Mexico. And Chris isn't here. He was earlier. Anyway, you guys starting to get the idea? Somebody kind of just let me know that you can actually hear me. Please, somebody. There is as far as I know, there is a mic open unless my screen is not refreshed. So whatever. Just imagine that, me sitting here talking to myself. Okay, do it all the time. Let me just refresh that. There's a mic open. Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Oh, somebody's texted me. It said, got serious lag in communications here. Oh, okay, there we go. Yes, you can hear me. Good stuff. That's all I need. Oh, my confidence is back. Thanks, Deej. You're on, mate. Yeah. Damn straight. Okay. Thanks, guys. And thank you for doing it one-on-one because if you do it in the Skype room, I don't know where it's going to show up, but yeah, at least it's okay. All right, so let's get back to the point here. Okay, continue. Sorry, the screen refreshed. Okay. So you get the idea. There was two big concepts given to there to tie one concept together. All right. When you replace the personified deities, watch. I'm gonna show you how tricky this program can get. And this is why I had to get off the air. A lot of reasons. Everything came into a convergence point when I said I got to stop for a bit. All the signs are pointing to stop. Okay. Oh, fuck. The slightest sounds throw me off. That's how delicate this stuff is. Just a sec. Let Tinkerbell get back on the ball bearing here. Get my bearings straight. Yeah. If you have any questions, Alaska, that kind of thing. Alaska. Why not? See yourself in the full structure of all that it is, and you'll see the expansion of creation. It's mind-blowing stuff. But anyway, I had to get quiet for a bit just to do a whole lot of sorting out so that all of this, the only way to describe it, download, holy grail, information, could get sorted out. And the big concept that really comes through on that is when you take all of the physicals out, all of them, the idea of deities, like the kateofgaia radio host. I could feel the Klingons, I could feel the Romulans, and the humans, okay? You really have to erase your physical, to everyone else, you erase the physical idea of who and what you are. Okay, that way no assumptions and presumptions can be made at all. It's even in this, the state, transgender, right? It's obvious. I make shit obvious. I don't fuck about it. Okay, it's a bit of a shock value as well, because it opens doors that aren't normally going to be open. People won't pass a second glance at someone walking down the street in Toronto, but they will for me. Got your attention. So that's an anagogic of my way of, oh, got your attention. Do I? Good. And then I see the purpose of why, in my most real sense, I had to endure the prison hell within this meat suit. And it was the most potent tool that I had and have. Because in defiance of all things physical, fuck off, I'm me. I don't care what you think. I'm dressing me, not the meat suit. Just a hanger I hang it on. Get it? To walk and talk in closet, you gotta get out of the closet. Right? See how these concepts work? They're beautiful, eh? So when you lose the idea of building someone else up to something, to a worshipful state in any way, okay? In any way, that's a lie. So I wouldn't allow myself to be a lie. Period. It's not about saying them or speaking them. It's about being them. Okay, are you being the truth or are you being a lie? So I be the truth to the greatest I can be as I can handle it. Things aren't quite what they need to be, then I take the time to look. Don't get stressed out. I'll tell you, my idea of stress would probably kill most people. Okay? Like when I'm calm, I have enough stress and probably kill a whole family, kind of thing. Learned how to crush that. Right? Remember, a neutron star is the densest material in the physical universe. Right? One spoonful of that sugar helps the Medici in consciousness go down, medicine. Medici in E. See, the phonics gives it all away. I get this mic open here. There we go. Sorry about that. But anyway, So I'm just gathering thoughts. I want to get this stuff simple, so they're just like one sentence kind of things. How about that? Yeah, be the first, okay? And when you are the first to tell somebody that it's illegal to use a legal name, you just made yourself the firstborn, head of the family. And you collect your family from there. Depends how big a family you want. I wanted a big motherfucking family. Huge family. Hi. Big enough for you? Yeah. Got a whole planet full. Watch. That's it. Life is a family of itself. Here's another anagogic way of looking at things in a fun, comedic way. All right, you know the word asshole. I love that one because it's so beautiful in its thermometer from like ice cold to gushy warm. You know. Give you an example about the tone. Remember, listen for the tone. The tone is language. I will tell you how I feel through my tone, and the words actually match tone if you notice. So I carry the tone, the dramas that everyone's used to, without all the intent or any of that creative contract behind it. It is what it is. Just observe it as the message. If I keep derailing myself here. That's a problem with this stuff. It's so big. Spin it around and back. Calm it down. Rest. There we go. Breathing. Breathe. See, that's the problem. When this stuff starts to unload, I haven't got a big enough mouth to get it out. That's the problem. I can't get it out fast enough. It just keeps piling on itself, on itself, on itself. Anyway, when you become the firstborn, the head of the family, those are the hooks, tiny little tries. You, snag the child of life, right? You know, catch him by the diaper sort of thing. Come on home. That's every point of consciousness connected to every point of consciousness in that beautiful family tree with you at the top of the pyramid. And it expands out from there. It has a stop point, right? And the moment you step into this truth and really, stand in it, become the wall, the brick in the wall with the rest of it, that's when the base of your pyramid goes, and it's all connected. Nothing can take it away. Well, you doing about face back into the literal world. Well, when you get to the point I'm talking about, there's not a chance. Not a chance at all. This, being the heaven-hell duality here. Yeah, stands a snowball's chance in hell, that one. So anyway, I did hit the mic. I'm not sure if it opened or not. Is there anybody out there? Still waiting for Shock to come back on.
Oh yeah, no, I'm back.
Sorry guys, it's just oh, you are? Okay. Just a sec. I may get knocked here. It's doing a little net reset. Oh, should be fine. Come on. Okay. Good enough. Well, welcome back. Good to have you. Good to know. So is any of this making sense to you guys? Or is it too far out there? Is it too simple?
No, it's very
so
simple.
simple you just can't believe it? Is that where you're at? Or is a lot of resonating? Okay. You know what? You're a fucking gimme. You're only for me, love. But you get it though, right? It's really simple. And all you got to do is...
So that's what I was talking about, people complicating shit in their own head,
Mm-hmm. Throw the white robes on, quit spitting on them, leave it there. Right? Do your laundry once, okay? Right? Oh, well, I'm going to go back to the buffet for one more bit of gravy on your robe. Court, something like that. Oh, there was a good one yesterday. I got tagged. I actually didn't think I had this guy in my contacts. Lord Paradox. I'm pretty sure I blocked him before. But anyway, sweet jury kind of stuff. Texted me yesterday. And starting some third party thing, he was trying to help this lady in court. My first reaction was, fuck, you're still there? You're still at that level? What the fuck are you doing there? What, do you go hang out with dead people? Is that what you do? Is that your thing? You fucking necrophiliac or what? You know? That's it straight up. What, do I need to be... I was pretty nice about it. Wasn't rude. It's just the truth. Told in a way that you fucking get it when I tell you. I don't care what
that's
you think of me. Go ahead, Chuck.
That's the funny thing, because when it comes down to it, I mean, that's all these court documents and all this stuff trying to set a hearing and everything. It's basically the court saying, hey, you want to come play the position of a dead guy in our necromancy ritual?
Yeah, well, here, just not pass over the word hearing. Phonetically, that is the ring of the air to heaven, the air ring. That's your fucking red herring, okay? Got it? Emotion. Remember, you got to go for the blue heron. Air on, air of the heart, air anu. Not anu biz, Anubis, Book of the Dead, registered, legal, playing with dead legal ideas. Anything that involves legal names and the idea, I don't know, 14 music stars, politicians, kings, queens, everything you can imagine, everything you ever saw written, everything you see literally in front of you. Who's caught up in somebody else's script? Or you got your own. It's pretty original, when you tell a cop it's illegal to use a legal name. You know, fuck off, have a nice day though, while you're fucking off. See, the thing is, if you can assume and presume yourself in any way, look for anything that you could be assumed and presumed to be a legal name at all. You see, this is the problem when people still think in terms of that other old dead legal name. Catherine Renee is not even fucking close to that name. It's an entirely different path, entirely different gender. Now I'm going to ask you, who do you think I am anyway? I know who I am. I'm Kate. See how clear that is? Go ahead. See what you can find with the old name. It's completely non-existent. Will never enter my reality in any way, shape, or form. Ever again. What part of that did anybody miss? That's my robes sparkling white. Get it? Any of the fights that you want to pick from there, well, that's gravy on your robes. Okay? Me, I keep the peace. And you have to keep the peace up to the point where, well, keeping the peace means shutting my mouth up about the truth. Well, I can keep my peace for so long, but then you're going to get a peace from me. And you won't like the peace because you're the one that's building that shit brick. I'm not going to throw it. I'm just going to leave it to simmer in your hot, burning hate sun. Okay? If ever I wonder about what, geez, what I wonder what Kate's going to say about me now. Who fucking cares? It's not you. It's the program I'm talking about. You still caught in the Tron game, the Electron IC game, the electronic game. You're still a little watt of energy for the big battery, Say-L, creation of Lucifer. Still plugged into the matrix. What, you think you can grow little meat sticks on trees? Yeah. Oh, by the way, the Superman movie, the new one, is really good. Great anagogues. Great anagogues. A chance to watch it. Front to back. It's a good version of the overall story. Just got to remember, flip-flop back and forth. Good guy, bad guy, switch roles constantly. So when you see Superman go all fucking legal literal, he's the bad guy. When he goes all, Superman guy, that's the good guy doing the right thing. Learn to separate these things. See the good and evil in everything, both sides of it. In case of the guy-girl setup, you've got the positive, negative, masculine, feminine, both sides together. So you got to bring the Cain, the Abel, the Keith, and the Kate personified. Okay, that personification. Remember, Kate was also replaced with Emma Stone. Make sure there's no confusion on that. So, who am I? Well, I am who I am. Not who says who I am. I don't care what other entities' ideas of me are, because they are id-ias, until they're neutral thoughts. And I know when it goes neutral. You see, you can put up with me only because you couldn't put up with bullshit as much as I could. Okay. So I stopped putting up with bullshit. Now you don't put up with bullshit. That's it. That's why we get along. So, depending on what level bullshit people are at, is going to determine what level I'm going to come in at, or if I'm going to bother at all. Okay? And when you see a lost cause, you see a lost cause. You can lead a horse to water. It's illegal to use a legal name. Figure it out from there. Legal name fraud. You're committing crimes against yourself by using somebody else's property. Okay, it's not your contract. Your third-party interloper. Somebody else's idea of who and what you are. Oh, you're John Doe male because you have a cock. No. You missed me. That's your label for an idea of a meat suit divided against itself. It's not my idea of who I am. I know who I am. I am who I say, create I am. And that's where I stand, the truth. The truth of myself. And where you stand in the truth of yourself. Then we become the truth of itself together. Because we both agree that truth is a good idea. That's all. It's a very simple thing. How much and how willing are you to step up, whatever level you want to step up to? You can only tolerate it for so long. This is the catch-22 of the truth. Because it always it reinvents you. You can't slow down with it. And the interesting part is you only see the truth when you slow down enough to see. Visualize a merry-go-round. Okay? A few kids on the merry-go-round. It's going around pretty good. The kids on the outside are holding on for dear life. And there's a little girl sitting in the middle. And she's just going around very slowly. Think of a record player. Somewhere at the very center, because here's the proof of it. Somewhere at the very center of that merry-go-round, there is a still point, a 0 point. Where it's stopped and not stopped at the same time. Because the further out in the merry-go-round you go, the further the physical aspect of it out it is, the faster it has to go to travel the same distance as 0 point. So the lighter you get, the easier it is for you to make your way to the center of the merry-go-round. Okay, you're getting rid of all that excess flubber, fat, lies, garbage. Okay, so get the visual of the fat kid trying to hang on for your life, and you've got the ones that are fighting to get to the middle. While the one doesn't give a shit, and they just keep eating burgers and all that, and they end up their hands greasy and they fall off the merry-go-round of life. Okay. Typically, those that will serve Lucifer, Satan's Babylonians, uniform types, and whatever. Okay. And think of food in terms of greed, stealing other people's stuff and money and control, power. And they have their big cop parties in the backyard kind of thing, with all the finest. Okay, that kind of a concept. The fats of the whore of Babylon. Right, so then they make their way to 0 point because they're too bogged down. They've got the Nicodemus poison. They can't let go of the physical at all. They don't know what up is. They don't know what, hey, this is good. Because they always want it better. Because somebody's got a Ferrari. I want one of those too. Right, so they end up chasing each other's stories, tales, keeping up with the Joneses. Right? Anyway, where was it going? Back to the merry-go-round. So as the merry-go-round is moving very fast, like the outside of a record, right, longer groove, swing at a constant rate. So that's the still point. The one constant is the speed at which all creation rotates from the still point. Sit on the still point. Okay? And sometimes that still point can spin out pretty quick. So what I'm really learning to do in the literal sense is when I get spun out a little bit, there's not that much there that, that. And then as soon as I put all this stuff into my own little personal basket of where it needs to be and how relevant and important it is and how much of an old idea is destroyed and reformed into the new idea, using the truths, building upon them. Right? So it's truth building upon itself. It's like if you have 5 ones, right? You want to carry them around. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make it 1 5. So it's only one thing to carry. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm taking all of my, in the literal sense, $1 bills and turning them into $1,000 bills. Okay? So it takes a bit to, in the literal sense, I might have $997 and I'm looking for the $3 that I know are there to complete the 1,000, so that basket's complete. Then I can go to the next one. Concepts. I found my mind like a library. Okay, it's instant access. You just got to keep it tidy. And the emotions are the one thing that will destroy a tidy workroom. Okay? Because it splatters paint and shit all over the labels, and because you see that emotion thing first before the thing you're looking for. So you got to keep fighting through your own muck, your own mud, your own shite, whatever it is you've got plastered in there, whatever lies that you're still holding on to. Okay? You got to get rid of those. That's emotions, reactives, volcanoes. The Vulcan knows. Wait a minute, Vulcans are pretty calm, right? So treat it like the Vulcan, okay? Get Vulcanized on this. You're looking at it. Does the murder of children bother me to my very core? And if I allowed it, could enrage me to incredible vengeance? Oh, fuck yeah. Do I? No. I just call it into the light. Because now, not just me knows about it, others know about it. What gets out? The last thing a crook wants is for everyone to know that they're a crook, because they're trying to hide that. So you bring the crooks into the light, but you can't be a crook to do that. And if you're using or thinking your legal name at all, you're a fucking crook. Why have I been able to get away with what I get away with on the air? Think about it. I look at these former truthers like the Bill Coopers and whatever, Phil Schneiders, they're getting taken out. Why? Well, because they're crooks. Criminals can kill criminals, no problem. They're part of the same team, legal name team. They're attached to the whore of Babylon in a great way. Live by the sword, die by the sword, that kind of thing. That's how you got to strip it clean. Because if you got any of that Christ stain Christian aspect on you. The Christ stain, a mess from something else on you, you got to get rid of it. You're guilty by association. A duck flies with ducks. A goose flies with goose. A moose hangs about with meese, okay, and mices. Yeah, mices and mices, and that's a good.
Okay, it says you're still on the board there, Kate, but it's not allowing it to. Oh, okay, there you go, and you dropped. All right, folks, well, it is actually into rollover, so she's not going to be able to call back in. If you want to listen to another episode whenever we're back, we will pop up when we pop up, and I'm pretty sure Kate will make that very clear on Facebook and in the Skype rooms. I'm going to go ahead and play Don't Stop the Music to go ahead and take us out of here. So, yeah, thank you for listening. We'll be back whenever we come back.